Hey everyone. So let's showcase lightning fast Zidane. Now keep in mind mine is only EX plus 1, so he may or may not one-shot the boss. I firmly believe that an EX plus 2 or EX plus 3 Zidane is going to one-shot the Bahamut trial. But we'll have to see, I guess. It also depends on how much damage actually Rain and Fina are going to do, because their LB finisher is pretty strong as well. But I didn't level their LB finisher. But let's start with the team. So Venera, the usual, if you've watched my last Melia clear with Noctis and Luna Freya, you pretty much know what this is all about. So this is the gear. She's for breaking the break gauge, mirage, etc. And she's having her own vision card. I'm using Bards to entrust Zidane and to provide wind imbue, provide wind amplification, the goodness. So Bards is entirely built for LB fill, as you can see. So he's got 500 LB fill rate and 13 LB crystals per turn. Brave Shift is literally the same gear. Next up is Zidane. The base form is built for LB fill. He's got maxed out, funnily he also has maxed out LB damage, he's got maxed out LB fill rate and maxed out LB fill per turn. Because this LB is pretty expensive, as you might know. So this is the gear, these are the materials he's using, and he's using obviously his own vision card. Brave Shift, entirely built for DPS. So yeah, pretty good. I got both weapons at +4 already. Yeah, he's got quite the gear. 6,000 attack, by the way. 6,000 attack. That's a lot. So he's got 225 Beast, 200 Dragon. I wasn't quite able to make him up to 300. I firmly believe that he will absolutely demolish any single race boss in one hit. But yeah, and if you're wearing double Chronicle weapon and his vision card, you are already at 300 LB damage anyway. Okay, so yeah, Zidane, pretty good. Now, if I were to EX plus... what is going on outside? So if I were to awaken him, he'd probably gain another 200 attack and most likely one-shot the boss, because 200 attack on Zidane is pretty crazy. Alright, Rain and Fina, heads up, as you can see, I didn't level their LB. It hits like a wet noodle at this level. If it's maxed, it's 120. It's attack, so we can just easily cap with Zidane. This is the gear, as you can see. So I tried to get them not as heavily. I could easily go for 300 LB damage, 300 Dragon and Human Beast Killer, but I didn't. I didn't want to overshoot on Rain and Fina, so we get a better idea of how hard Zidane hits. So I just gave them the basic stuff. So these are the abilities, and they're using Cloud's vision card because we're using a greatsword. And lastly, we got last gen. They are built for standard stuff. I also got Zidane's STMR. I just used an STMR Moogle. I was like, I'm gonna get one next week anyway, because I do have the Adventurer Pass where we get, or where I get 2 50% Moogles. So yeah, using one, getting one, it's literally the same for me, and I'm not gonna need that many more STMR Moogles going forward. If you watched my NV Outlook video for June, there's only Hawkeye who interests me, and I already have 2 Guardian of Light Soras, so getting one of Hawkeye's STMR is going to be enough for me, and the rest I don't really mind. Alright, so yeah, this is the gear using Riku's vision card. So last gen can't do anything while singing, so his main job is to sing, and that's pretty much it. And he will also, on turn 1, I'm going to start singing on turn 2. So on turn 1, he will also do some break gauge stuff. All right, and I'm using my own Melia, who is exactly geared the same as she was last time. So this is the gear. And I'm using her instead of Beatrix because I know for a fact that Melia can survive this entirely on her own without any external help. And that is what was very important to me. I have no idea whether Beatrix can do this before she gets fixed because, yeah. While she has big HP and big SPR, I believe she can't do it without any help from the outside unless she gets fixed. But I'm not sure. I tried this only once with a friend unit that hadn't maxed his abilities. So I was like, let's use my own unit. And let's use a unit that I know can do it on her own or on its own. So we ended up at Melia. Right, yeah. I'll make a quick cut. And then let's check out if we can one-shot Bahamut. Let's go. All right, let's do this. So I tried this out a few times before, and it technically works. I just need to figure out the best turn order to make this work. Okay, so what I'm gonna start off with is Blade of Pursuit, Blade of Pursuit, Blade of Pursuit on all the 3 main DPS. Venera shifts and is going to provide 4 stacks of Mirage. Shadow Serpent, Poison Sting, Snipe Dagger. Melia is going to Nestled and Wooded Refuge. Rain and Fina will just Blaze Arrow Saber. Last gen is Gleaming Azure Blade 3 times. And Zidane is going to Swift Rage. Yes. Okay, so Melia is going to Mirage 4 attacks now. The 5th one is going to hit, but the 5th one won't hit very hard. It's 4 to 5k damage, I believe. Yeah, 4.8k, and she recovers a lot of it. Alright, so Melia is now going to cover and Spruce Shelter. Venera shifts back and will triple Marauder's Blade, double Snipe Dagger. And we'll just have the rest of the team repeat, but last gen starts singing, meaning we will burst on turn 7. Alright, and let's just repeat the other 3. Good. Here comes the pain for Melia, but she is a strong girl. Alright, so on this turn Melia can just Nestled and one with the forest, because nothing's gonna happen. Venera is going to triple Snipe Dagger. Let's press repeat, but Bards is going to... It's 5 turns, so Heavenwind Blade... Yep. Heavenwind Blade and Soaring Blade. And Zidane is going... How long is this? Does this last? 4 turns? So until turn 7, so next turn we can do this. No, and next turn we have to Brave Shift Zidane already. So let's do this. Double Swift Rage. And yeah, let's do that. So we should be good. Bahamut took a deep breath. That's fine. I don't mind. Let's see. Reduces damage. Reduces magic damage. She still has cover, so Melia can just guard this one out. How long on the brakes? Let's give it a quick look. Looking good. So Venera can just repeat. Zidane is going to Brave Shift and start powering up here. We'll have Rain and Fina repeat. So let's do this. It's 29. Let's do these two. Okay, it's 11 on the next turn. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. So let's have Bards and Trust over to Zidane. So Melia is going to take a very small hit. I wasn't even noticeable. Alright. Zidane is going to LB once more. Venera is going to break the boss now. Marauder's double snipe dagger. Melia is going to ally of the forest and wooded refuge. We need this. Yep, all good. So she's gonna take a little bit more damage on this turn, but she should be fine ultimately. Let me think. Yeah, this is fine as is. So let's do that first. Okay. So on turn 6. Yeah, turn 6. We will amplify wind damage. Yeah, it's fine. And on turn 7 I can just entrust. No, I can't entrust on turn 6. On turn 7, so I'm gonna have to entrust on turn 6, and on turn 7 I will amplify. Okay, so Winds of Pursuit, Blades of Pursuit, Blades of Pursuit, because the Wind Imperils should last long enough. Okay, and if we're lucky enough we should get enough crystals on Bards anyway. Okay, so we are safe. Good. So Amelia is going to take a lot of damage now, but she's fine. Perfect. Alright, Rain is now going to prepare, but he doesn't have enough mana, so let's fill his mana up. Union Veil, Blazing Veil, Crimson Lotus. Bards is going to entrust Zidane. And Zidane is going to True Meteor. And True Stellar Circle, I guess. Rest doesn't matter. And Melia, let's quickly check her out. Covers up. Okay, we need General Mitigation, Nestled, and Cedar Shield. So last time she did survive this with less HP. Let's hope she survives this again. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Alright. Let's break the boss. Marauders, snipe, snipe. Bards is going to Brave Shift. Let's amp Wind. Let's do this for himself and Windcutter Blade. Rain and Fina are going to LB. Last gen is going to Dragon Slayer Blade. And Zidane is going to Burst. And I'm very curious to see whether Zidane can one-shot this boss. So Rain and Fina start off first. Let's wait. And almost finished off the boss in one go. If only Zidane was EX +2. If only. Melia is just going to summon an Esper to fill her HP up to full. Wow, that was something else. Alright, so Dane shifted back. Let's just finish this fight, I guess, with both the tag chainers here. Let's have Melia do her thing real quick. And yeah, that was the Bahamut trial. Zidane almost one-shotting it. That was pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. That was cool. And don't forget, guys, this boss in a broken state has still 100,000 defense. Alright. So I hope this was fun for you guys too. Turns out Zidane does a lot of damage. See you next time.